We are less than a week away from the NBA trade deadline, and the Toronto Raptors name has been thrown in a lot of scenarios, whether it be a three-way team deal with getting Jimmy Butler out of Miami or even bringing De'Aaron Fox from the Sacramento Kings to Toronto. This week marks the one-year anniversary that the Toronto Raptors brought Kelly Olynyk home.
Yeah, I mean, the trade deadline's hectic, especially if you kind of know you're on the move. There's a lot of different noise and rumors and this and that, and, could go any one of 4, 5, 6 ways probably. And Toronto wasn't even really in the conversation for a long time, and then it kind of came out of nowhere, and when it happened, I was obviously super excited to come home, play in Canada in front of Canadian fans, and it's been great to be home.
Olynyk was brought to the Raptors from the Utah Jazz in a multiple-player deal. The 33-year-old, almost a year later, still can't believe he's playing for the team he grew up imagining he was on the roster.
My whole life growing up was the Raptors. Clothes, games, listen to it on the radio, pretending I was Raptors and shooting around in the backyard. I mean, that was my life. That was the life of a basketball kid growing up in Canada, and so that was really a full circle moment.
The deadline isn't a joyful time to be an NBA player. You don't know if you're staying on the team or what's going to happen. And with Bruce Brown, last year he was traded to the Raptors in a deal that sent Pascal Siakam to the Indiana Pacers. And before Brown even landed in Toronto, his name, much like this year, was surrounded in trade rumors.
Last year was super tough. I was saying I didn't care about it, but I did. It was tough just knowing if I was going to be here or not, or if I was going to stay in the hotel. But now it's like, it's part of the business, and through the summer, I knew at some point I was going to face this again, just being on an expiring deal on a young team. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm happy to be here.
The newest face on the Raptors roster is center Orlando Robinson, who's on their second 10-day contract with the team and hoping to sign a deal with the Raptors or get a spot on another roster. He spoke about all of the uncertainty of the deadline and the league.
It's just, keeping a good perspective with God, just understanding his timing and just being patient. Everything's not going to be the way I think it is, and just understanding that just makes me calm down and just be in the moment.